This is who we are. Yes. Yes. Application.
Let's be real.
Hi, I'm Aryn. I'm an improv performer and content creator, and you can find me on my social media handle, Aryn King King.
Aryn King.
Aryn King King.
Hi, my name is Michelle K. My handle is Chip. I'm a dancer, a teacher, and a new content creator.
So the truth is, I am a huge fan of a P-pop group called Alamat. Hi, Alamat. And I noticed that on their Facebook and Instagram, people were reposting TikToks. And since I didn't have TikTok, I didn't get to see it. So I was getting major FOMO, seeing my biases dance and sing in videos that they weren't posting. So I really joined TikTok. And then I noticed that people who would pop up on my FYP were doing things that I felt like, oh, kaya ko to. And also, there were a lot of TikTok tutorials on how to get big on TikTok. I really enjoyed it. It's addicting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's super addicting. So after a while of getting addicted, to laughing and crying and whatever, I said, okay, I'm gonna try to do this. So I just started and I tried many different things, but it was the talking about things that really hit the mark.
Yeah.
So that's how I started.
I started just because I wanted to do the dance challenges. So I would notice a lot of my younger friends, because I have like teammates who are younger than me, they started doing it and then started doing all of the challenges. And then back then, I was strictly like a technical dancer. And then I wanted to start doing street hip-hop, and I got into K-pop also that time. So I wanted to immerse myself in that. And then I kept dancing and dancing. It was good exercise. But after a bit, I would keep scrolling and see people like just talk about stuff. And then after some time, since it was pandemic then, wala na talaga akong kausap. Like all of my friends were married, dating, whatever. So I figured, just talk to myself. So yeah, that's how I started.
And it's so funny because when I started TikTok, I vowed I would never do these dance challenges. I never dance. That's it. Just dance.
I vowed I would never talk.
Yun.
I think all I was gonna do there was dance.
Diba? But then I suddenly saw the appeal of it because I used to dance Dance Revolution, and like
Professional yan.
Yeah, and the Xbox had this Kinect, which I liked following.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much the same, except walang score. It's just you
for fun.
fun.
And the satisfaction of being able to do it.
Exactly. So I started doing dance challenges na rin.
Yeah. I just talked after a bit.
Iba-iba siya because when I noticed that I was gaining a following from the talking, I wanted to still make the most of the things that I can do. So I started doing the verse challenges. I started doing my own improv songs. I started giving improv advice with the letters. You saw that, diba? So you tap on the screen, letters come out, and I can only use the letters that come out to give my advice. Things like that. So I really wanted to showcase improv because it's still something that I heavily promote. We give classes, so I want people to try it out. So my content is really a mishmash of so many different things, but I think what ties it all together is that I'm a very silly person who doesn't care about things so much. So that's
Well, for me, I tried the route na pinapag-isipan mo talaga your content. Like, my favorite sports bra, or like you just things that are maybe relatable or something. But then that didn't work, and what people liked with me was like how candid I would make kwento stuff. And that's what worked more. And it started, and then my brother started saying like, Achi, my brother calls me Achi. So your biggest brand is you're like Achi to everyone. Like, ang galing mo mag-advise, whatever. So I tried it. Like, it started with like a question. I started sharing like personal things like on my TikTok, and then I just got questions, and then I started giving advice. And then that's when it started booming, and then people liked my voice.
Yes.
Which is weird. They were like, it's so calming. I was like, oh, me? They just don't know I shout for a living. But then I tried different things like dance flexibility tutorial. I tried being formal, I tried being curated, I tried being mataray. But then the only thing that made benta was me being myself.
Yeah.
So, same as her, my content's just like my life.
And it's so nice because the advice that you give, and also sometimes I give bits and pieces of things that I've gone through as a 30 plus, right? And and
It's a
you'll be-
different point of view kasi.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised at how many people are genuinely thankful for the advice that you give. Because
And on the same boat.
yeah, this helps me so much. So it also kind of motivates the both of us to
Yeah.
make more because we didn't know that people
Yeah,
really
like
helped.
a lot of people pala experienced what we did before. Yeah.
The part I love most about being a content creator is the money aspect. But I mean, that's just me
Let's
being
be real.
honest. Yeah, let's be real. But also, I like the fact that I'm reaching people who I never thought I would talk to, and as we're older, you know, most of the people on the app are teens to
Yeah.
early 20s. So people our age feel underrepresented.
Yes.
And they always say that. They always say it's so nice to see someone my age. It's nice to be able to find a community of people who do feel underrepresented
Yeah.
and just jump on the train.
Yeah. For me, what I like most about it, personally, it's because she's a very extroverted person, which I love. That's why our friendship works, because she's extroverted and I'm more introverted. And I like it because I can manage my energy better there, because it's through a screen. So I get to help a lot of people, but at the same time, I don't get as drained as if I have to be there like all the time. So that's what I love about content creation the most. And I have a space to be myself. I think it's also because the generation, the time that we're in now, it's our personalities are bagay.
Yes.
Because it's not like you have to curate yourself, you have to make a personality, you have to make people believe that you're this person. There you could just be yourself, and no one can, like, people are judging you, but they're not judging you there. They're like in a screen, so it's like, go judge because you're still we're protected, right? So I think that's what I love. Like, I have a space to be myself and not feel scared of being ridiculed for it.
They can hold on to because she knows she's the same age as me. So I think that's what they can relate with the most. They're not really having to learn new lingo all the time. Like mga, that's lit. No cap. No, ano pa ba yung mga sinasabi nila?
Or rug. Carp? Are you
Wala na yan. What's the new lingo now? Marami
Oh my
yan.
God, see, I don't even know.
Yeah, so I noticed that also when I got on the app. I think fellow millennials can relate with our lingo because we still say, oh, cool.
Jahe.
Jahe. They don't know jahe.
Jahe.
So we can still speak the same language but keep up with the personalities of these Gen Zs.
I think it's really helpful that there are people like us who represent millennials who are like ahead of their time. Because we come from, you know, like what she said a while ago, like an environment that we were always judged. We always had to tame ourselves down. And I'm sure we're not the only ones. But I'm sure we're one of the very few who went online and just
Aired it out.
Yeah, just like bared it all. So it makes people our age, I guess, one, feel less lonely, and those who are still self-conscious. I mean, we're already like 30 plus.
Yeah.
Are you still gonna be self-conscious
Exactly.
now? Like, if you want to do something, just do it.
Change the world, girl.
Change the world.
This place is the Schild. No bullshit.